Yo, what up, a-holes? Thank you for tuning into the Holistic A-Hole podcast. My name is Erik Levi, and I'm the Holistic A-Hole, the mommy blogger with balls, the inconvenient truth of health. What's up, y'all? Hope you're having a great day. I'm just chilling here in Holistic A-Hole Studios, looking at my computer, and the colorful wheel just is spinning around, which is, man, is that not the most frustrating thing in the world to look at? The old color wheel on your old MacBook that you paid an exorbitant amount for, even though you despise the practices of Apple and you down with the patriarchy and the evil Nazi capitalists who are making money, yet you still give them your money because you can't live without your MacBook? Well, I'm just like you, dude, and the MacBook world is turning upside down on its head because it's giving me the spinning wheel ball that says, oopsie, is basically just telling me, oopsie. We don't exactly know what to do. But this has nothing to do with the podcast today. I'm just feeling a little unhinged at the moment, which is perfect because today I want to talk about a word that every time I hear it, it just makes me quiver? No, that's not the word. You don't quiver. The word that it makes me, it just like, ugh. It just gives me like that just guttural, ugh, every time I hear it. And the word is biohacking. Every time I hear the word biohacking, it just like puts like a bad taste in my mouth. It just makes me think of freaking Dave Asprey and blue blocker glasses and, putting butter in coffee and all kinds of weird shit that people are doing to try to live to 1,000 years old or whatever people are doing. Now, let me just say this. I'm not against the idea of biohacking. I'm not against the idea of people doing unconventional things to take their health and their longevity to the next level. I'm for that. I mean, I would be a hypocrite if I said I'm not for that because I do a lot of this stuff, and especially to be against the idea of what biohacking is to pretty much be like anti-science. Like some of those global warming deniers. So the idea of biohacking, I'm 100% into. The idea that, we take these new scientific advancements and, we look at things on a cellular level, like how can we make our cells perform at their absolute best? I mean, that's really what I'm trying to preach on this podcast and get you a-holes ingrained in your brains that you want to live, you want to thrive, you need to treat your cells like kings and queens. You need to do everything you can to make your cells work at their optimal level, Make sure your membrane is, fully reinforced and your mitochondria is cranking out ATP and energy and all the organelles and all the fluid in the cell. It's all operating right. You got the right proteins, you got the right fats, you got the right glucose in there. Absolutely. We want to make that shit hum. But when people talk about biohacking like they do now, it's all for really, in my opinion, just commercial purposes, right? Like this whole idea of biohacking, it's like, oh, hey, we're biohackers. What do? Oh, we got like a chill pad that we sleep on, or we got a tuning fork that we put up against our heads, or, I wear this shoe where the insole makes it feel like I'm touching the earth and I get the vibes like I'm, grounding, while I wear these, $300 shoes, and so how's that working for you? Oh, well, I'm still not sleeping well. I'm still 30 pounds overweight. I'm very anxious a lot. Oh, but I got my, my special butter coffee, so that's working okay. The problem with biohacking is it's like the 21st century's version of, the crash diet. Right? Like, we're all starting to kind of come to the realization that, this whole Weight Watchers thing ain't working out so well. Jenny Craig ain't doing really much for us. The traditional modalities of what used to be health are just kind of failing. So what we've done is we've just invented more stuff to sell people and gave it a cool name, biohacking. And but it doesn't fix the underlying problems that people have. See, as the holistic a-hole, what I'm trying to get through to people is that this is a process. It's a practice, okay? There is no magical supplement that's going to take your health to the next level. There is no magical herb that's you're just going to have it and it's going to just take you to the next level. It is a comprehensive process, and more than anything else, it's a practice, right? Write that shit down. It's a practice. It couldn't be any more simple and yet complicated than that. Right? You don't just, go and run around and live if you're 40 years old, 39 and a half years of your life, or 40 years of your life, eating sugar and processed food and sitting on your ass and watching TV and, eating in a sympathetic state and, scrolling on your phone for hours and hours and hours every day, and then, playing video games and living stressed out and commuting back and forth to work. You don't just live like that for 40 years and then start, taking the fucking, magical supplement that's just going to take your health to the next level. You have to do all the other work to get that shit to really work. You have to focus on your sleep. You have to focus on your diet. You have to focus on your hydration. You have to cut the sugar. You got to, cut the trans fat. Cut the fried food. Cut the shit carbs and the wheat. And, and again, sleep a lot, breathe good air, move like a motherfucker, get up and walk and jog and run, lift heavy weights. Okay? Doesn't matter what supplement you're taking. If you're not doing all that other stuff, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what pad you're sleeping on, or what grounding shoes you have, or what, magnetic bracelet or ring you're wearing, or blue blocker glasses, Yes, those things are great to have in conjunction with the overall, bigger picture of well-formed practice. But, if you're not doing all the other stuff, it doesn't matter. You're just as bad as the person who goes to McDonald's, orders, a number one supersized with a Diet Coke. Oh, but I'm gonna pop my digestive enzymes and some vitamin C, and this won't make a dent. Get the F out of here. This whole biohacking thing, it's silly, it's commercial, it's trademarked, it's copyrighted, it's I believe owned by Dave Asprey. So maybe in a way he's getting, I don't know if this is true, but a bit of a royalty from this idea. It's freaking brilliant as far as marketing goes. I gotta tip my hat off to the guy or people who really created this term. I mean, it is what is motivating people to maybe get their shit together. But, how annoying are the people who are the I'm a biohacker. I'm a biohacker. Well, you're going to be dead at 80, so I don't know what you're doing. You're just spending a lot of money on a lot of weird machines that don't do anything, Or maybe they do something, but if all the other shit in your life is not together, then it doesn't matter. If you're not meditating, if you don't have like a mindfulness practice, getting some machine that's going to, put your brain in alpha delta state, whatever, it's only going to be for a short time. It's not going to genuinely work, Now, like I said, there are these biohacking contraptions out there that are great, but if you don't do the other stuff, what's it worth? It's all really just a waste of money, So I know some of you like to call yourself biohackers. Relax. You're not a biohacker. Just be a holistic a-hole, Just focus on your foundational health things, right? Do all this stuff that I talk about, and you'll be fine. You won't need to be a biohacker. You won't need to pay, $1,000, $500 for an Oura ring, or any of this stuff, right? Every week there's something else that comes out. You can drop 50 grand a year on this shit and still not be healthy, right? There's people who have all of the fancy toys, all of the, breathing contraptions and the the grounding stuff, who are sleeping like crap, who are still stressed, who still, you can sit down, you can tap away all over your body, right? Tap, tap, tap it up, tap, 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 tap it up, tap your wrist, tap your head, tap your shoulders. But if you're fucking stressed, if you're full on stressed and you haven't figured out the root source of your stress, then it doesn't matter. You're going to bruise yourself tapping so much. You're going to squeeze the circulation off your finger with a ring, because if you're not eating the right diet, if you're not, breathing right, if you're not moving, your sleep is still going to be garbage. So that's how I feel about biohacking. I think it's stupid. I think the idea of it's great, but the name biohack and the way people apply it, it's just so dumb. There is no hack. There is no health hack. There is no biohack. There's only the practice. Okay? Let's just put that in writing. There is no hack. There's only practice. If you adopt the practice, your life will change. Everything will be great. Okay? You can supplement. You can do the stupid toys, whatever. They will help you, right? But if you're just relying on these one or two things to hack your health because you don't want to change the other bad habits in your life, then it's all for naught. You're just throwing your money. You might as well just donate it to me. Just donate it to me, and that way at least it's going to a good cause. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Go on to iTunes, leave a 5-star review. And if you haven't done this yet, join the Holistic A-Holes Facebook group. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all Holistic A-Hole. And share this with people you love. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.